Lisa Clark here. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm going to do something a little different with this how-to video. Just like all my other how-to videos, you can find it under the series how-to. So yeah, this time I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to show you what I went through to make little custom shelves. I've got about 200 paints like those little acrylic bottles of paint that you can get just about anywhere. You can order them online. You can go to Michael's, Hobby Lobby, all of them. They have those paints. Well, I am running out of places to put them. So I decided I could probably do this. I could probably make my own shelves because it's really hard to locate anything that you can buy online or in stores that the shelf is basically like not very wide, like that wide enough to hold a bottle. So I decided it can't be that hard, right? So with my husband's help, I went ahead and made some custom shelves for my paints. So that's what this one is. It's a little different, but still art related, right? So here we go. This is me making custom shelves for my paints. Hope you enjoy. Leave a comment, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day. Bye. Okay, so I went to Home Depot with my husband and we finally located the right board that we wanted to use. These are about 10 feet long. I thought they were like 12 feet long, but they were really only 10 feet long. So we got 2 of these thinking that might be enough, but in the end, it was not. So yeah, a bit of advice there. Measure twice, cut once. You only get the one chance to cut. And here we go. We're cutting right about now. Yay. So we got cut. I ended up doing 5 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, and 4 feet. So because I wanted the shelves to be staggering. I didn't want them to be like perfectly aligned. Who wants that in their life? Yeah, so we're going to measure twice. And this is the last board. And this one, I believe, was the one that we just cut in half. So it's 5 feet, per side. And thankfully, nobody lost any fingers during the making of this video. Okay. And then, of course, I had to sand everything because it had a lot of splinters and it was just really rough. So, and I had to do it with one hand while holding my phone to record it. That was very interesting. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you with the sanding of all 4 of these boards. So that's all for sanding. And then we're going to move on to priming. So shake that can. And I used gloves. I wished I would have used gloves during the whole process, but yeah, I didn't. So do as I say, not as I do. But definitely wearing gloves during the priming. And again, just put a nice, good coat of primer. That's all you're really doing on this. Cover the wood with the primer. Make it good and covered, like a good layer of it. And don't allow a lot of drips because those are hard to get rid of after it dries. So, yeah. You are watching the making of my acrylic paint shelves. I've never done this before. This is a whole new realm for me. I've never done anything like this. And it was kind of fun. And you know what? It's pretty simple too. Not too difficult. So that's what you're seeing me do. But put primer on each board. And then, of course, you have to let it dry in between. Luckily, these only needed 1 coat each of the primer, which was nice. Saved me a lot of time. I was quite happy with the way they turned out. So yeah, that was it. I got to wait for a little bit. 2 hours later, and I'm back to paint the other sides of each of the boards and the edges. So yeah, that's what you're seeing me do there. It's like watching paint dry, right? Pretty boring. But these are the steps that I went through to create these shelves, which I think just about anybody could do this, honestly. And if you don't have a circular saw, Home Depot will cut the wood for you. If you tell them the measurements, they'll cut it. So yeah. And then my granddaughter was helping me paint here. So and this paint was super thick. We got this from Walmart, and yeah, it was really thick. It only needed one coat, which was great. But with her help, I got this done really, really quickly. This part, the painting, the black paint on. So one layer was all it took. We just made sure it was a good coverage and there was no wood grain showing through. So it was just solid black. And yeah, we got these done probably in less, waiting between so we could paint the other side of them. I think we only ended up waiting like an hour and a half, 2 hours before we went back and painted the other side. So quick drying, definitely, which shocked me because it was super thick. But it dried pretty quick, a couple hours, and we were doing the other side. So yeah, it went pretty quickly, especially with help. So yeah, pretty simple. Just get you whatever width wood you're looking for your little shelves. I would not go as far as saying I can master creating really like bookshelves or anything like that. But something like this for just acrylic paints worked out super easy for us. It was not difficult. And we did have a little challenge hanging the shelves on the wall once the paint dried and we were able to bring them to the studio. But yeah, after the first go and it kind of fell apart, our attempts were not good. We redid it. We figured it out. We figured out what we had done wrong when we were hanging it. And my granddaughter and I totally hung the shelves ourselves. So here's all the paints that we had to find a home for. And that's not even all of them. This was not including a lot, actually. Those are the shelves all up on the wall. Love it. And then there they are. Most of the paint. I think we still have about 50 to 75 bottles of paint left. So we will have to make a couple more shelves. But no problem. We can do that. Now we know how. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.